Hey, what's going on, world of YouTube? This is Anubreed coming at you with another review. So for today, I'm going to review the Tomshoo Portable Camping Stove. Check it out, see what it's about, and do an unboxing, considering I already have one, but I would like to do this unboxing for you just so you can see what it's like coming new out of the box. Let's get it. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get started. This is the Tomshoo Portable Camping Stove. I'll go ahead and get this out. Put the box to the side. Alright, now as you see, it comes in its own little carrying sack. Yeah, not too bad. It is what it is. Now we're going to go ahead and take this out. It comes with instructions. It also comes with 20% off cards for your next Tomshoo purchase. So that'll come in handy. I'm going to check out what else they have. Now, okay. We'll go ahead and take out all the parts. Oh, not too much is in plastic. Okay. Now, quite interesting. Okay, now this has two primary functions. We'll go ahead and get that moved out the way. Now this has two primary functions. One is as a wood burning stove, and the second is as an alcohol stove. Now, you have two different ones. Now you have this, which is for holding alcohol. Now, as you put this together, you have two different models. You have one, which is the regular model, two, which is the upgraded model. The upgraded model has a tray underneath that catches the ash. I actually have that upgraded model, but like I said, I've already used it. So I want to present you guys with this one. Now, as you see, it comes in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces. It's not hard to assemble. Now we're going to go ahead and get this thing put together. So when you look at it, the part that says Tomshoo, that goes on the bottom. Next, you'll see this part. This inside, it has the gasifier. So when smoke goes up through here, it comes back out through these holes and it's reburned. So next is that, okay? So from there, we're going to drop in the ash, which holds your wood chips or whatever you're going to put in. Now, it doesn't stay too far from the bottom, so that definitely helps out. Now, if you're going to be using the alcohol stove, you'll need this, but since we're not going to be using alcohol in this video, next, you drop on the top, and these two pieces, just slide them together, they make an X, and then you drop them on the top in order to brace for whatever you're going to be cooking on. So ultimately, it's pretty simple put together. Oh, can't forget about this. If you're going to be cooking meats, different things like that, you can use this. Also, you can use this to set different things on when you're not using the top. And just drop that on there and use it to cook over. So that's the basis for this. Now, I know that was kind of short. This is going to be one of my shorter videos because this video is kind of self-explanatory. What we're going to do though, is we're actually going to go outside and we're going to test it. I'm going outside at night so you can get a good view of the flame, get a good view of what it does, get a good view of what it looks like. So we're going to go out, we're going to be under a little light, so then it can actually show you what the gasifier does and how it burns. So let's go ahead and get out there and let's go ahead and get this started. Now this is my personal portable camping stove. As you can tell, this one is the upgraded model. It comes with the handle. Now, I've loaded it just for time's sake, and I've loaded it with sticks and also hardwood pellets. Now, those things, you definitely want those. Hardwood pellets, they're a lifesaver. They burn hot, they burn clean, they burn very efficient. And for the price, you can't beat them. For, on average, $3 to $4.50, you'll be able to get a 40-pound bag. Now, if you look, that's a 40-pound bag. Nice size bag. That'll do a lot of cooking in a stuff hit the fan situation. So if you look at it in comparison to the other portable stove or how many bricks up it is, it's a nice size bag. So let's scroll back down to here. Okay. Now we're going to move these out the way, and we're going to go ahead and try and get this stove lit. So just kind of bear with me for a second and let's get it going. Now, you want to go ahead and put the lid on it. And for the time being, I'll go ahead and face this so we can see what it looks like on the inside. Now, we've got it going. Now let's go ahead and see what it looks like once it actually gets burning. So, for time's sake, we're going to go ahead and skip ahead a little bit once this thing really gets burning, which it doesn't take very long, and I'll show you what it's like even with the light off. Now when you really take a look at how it burns, it almost burns completely smoke-free. What it does is, if you look on the inside, the chambers reburn the wood gases that are going up the side. Highly efficient. Now we'll go ahead and shut off the lights so you can get a good look at what the flame looks like. Absolutely beautiful. Now, because it's reburning the gas, it's extremely efficient. And if you look at the opening in the front, that also allows for you to load more wood as you're going without actually having to take your pot or pan off of the camping stove. So it burns very efficiently, it burns very hot. So if you look at it, it's also pretty nice to look at. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and do the boil test. Will it boil water? Right now it's actually pretty cold out here. It's about 18 degrees. So let's go ahead, and I've got a pot of water. Let's set it on there. And we'll click the lights back on. And we'll see how fast it gets to a boil. But if you look at it, you look at the stove, of course the flame jumps up the side a little bit, but ultimately it's pretty hot. And if you go around the edges, that opening provides enough of a gap to allow the heat to go around the sides and still heat it up, so it won't really throw anything off. Also, with the way that this is built, I really like it. Other camping stoves, you'll smother the fire. This one, not so much. So we'll go ahead and now this is real time. I want you to see that if you look closely, it's already starting to steam. Now it should get to a rolling boil pretty quickly. So I've tried other camping stoves, and some of them smother, some of them just don't work the way I want them to, some of them you can't load from the side. This one is actually a pretty decent wood stove. So we're going to jump into the price after we bring this to a rolling boil. And by the way, also remember that if you want to bring your water to a boil a lot quicker when you're cooking your foods, if you have a lid, just drop a lid on it. It holds in the heat, allows it to boil a lot faster. Now I did have to adjust the camera just so you can see that it's got to a rolling boil. This thing, it really does do what it's supposed to do. I can't complain about it. Now the way that this works is the pan in the bottom, the air is pulled through these holes in the bottom. As they're pulled through, it allows for the oxygen to heat up underneath. And when it heats up, it allows for a better burn. That burn ultimately brings up smoke, and the smoke is channeled up through the sides and reburn, which causes almost a smokeless fire. So for stealthiness, it works. Now, just remember, fire if it's not hidden, it's always going to give off light. But just try to keep the smoke down, and it may help you out in an emergency SHTF situation. Now, the average burn time for the wood pellets, 1 cup will generally burn anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes. So if you think about that, that's a lot of cook time. So now that you've seen what it can do, let's step back inside and I'll go ahead and talk about the price, other things. And we can dare to compare, and let's see if I would recommend this to my viewers. Okay, world of YouTube. Now, would I recommend this to those viewing this video? Absolutely, yes. Hands down, this is one of the better camping stoves that I've had the privilege of using. This is phenomenal. This is my second one, believe it or not. The one that we were using, that one is the first one. I've used that out in the field. I know that product. You know, I just bought a second one just due to the fact that I will be getting 3 or 4, because sometimes in an SHTF situation, you want to cook multiple things, but you don't want to have to cook them one at a time. So while you cook one, the other one got cold. Now, that's just me personally. I'm not telling people to buy more than one. Deal with what you can, get what you can, and I'm going to be reviewing more products on here. So ultimately, I want to be able to break down and give people what I believe is a decent product. Now, you can go around and look for many different portable camping stoves or portable wood burning camping stoves, but this one to me is the epitome of a wood burning camping stove. This easy feed feature, it's literally a deal maker, not breaker, a deal maker for me, only because I've seen a lot of different camping stoves where they don't have an easy feed feature, where you have to take the pot off, reload it, then put it back on. It makes it harder to keep an eye on the fire. So this for me is great. Would I recommend this to anybody? Yeah, I would. Whether you're a person who's backpacking or just getting it for a SHTF situation. They're absolutely wonderful. Now, once again, I am not sponsored. No one tells me to review this stuff. I review this stuff just because I want to bring a good product to the people. I want you to enjoy what I'm bringing to you, whether it's pass or fail, and I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to recommend everything. Some things are going to fail. Actually, some things have failed. But I want to keep bringing you what I believe, especially if you're prepping on a budget, some of the best things you can get. Now, this generally runs anywhere from $24 to $34. It kind of varies. You can get the upgraded models, but I want to tell you that there are many different models on the market. You have to go with what works for you, what's in your budget, what you can do. This one is the Tomshoo. This one works for me. Even some that are higher, some that are lower. This one, I can only say, this one definitely gets my vote, and I will be picking up more. But to those who want to donate, I will be leaving my Cashapp in the description. It is $Anubreed. So if you would like to donate, and I would like to thank you ahead of time, because it is through you that I'm actually able to buy these a little quicker, you know. So each product that I buy, like I said, I thank people for the donations. It's not a necessity. It really isn't. I just put it out there because if you want to, it allows me to buy the products faster and do more reviews. Also, I can go ahead and recommend things to you that I believe are worth your time and worth your money. And if they're not, maybe I can eliminate some of the things that aren't worth your money. So even if it doesn't come down to a SHTF situation, you know, I would rather have and not need than need and not have. So just remember, if you're ready, you don't got to get ready. So I want to thank everybody for stopping in, checking out my honest review, and please feel free to leave a comment and let me know if there's something else that you would like for me to review. And I can look around, see what types, find something that I would prefer, and I'll let you know honestly what I think about it. So I definitely want to thank everybody for stopping out and listening in. And you know, I hope you'll enjoy. Product will be in the description. So give me a shout, and I hope y'all stay ready. Stay blessed, and I hope y'all have a wonderful evening. And if you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And remember, click the notification bell for more updates on the videos that I'll be releasing.